Adding some new things to the show for this show. Hold on, the camera's on. Welcome to the Shift Hustle Show, episode 3, where I help you own the hustle and navigate the plot twists. And I had like a whole plan for tonight, but then I see Mo Side Hustles post this video about no tax on tips, and I'm like, what? And so apparently one of her insiders, I will call them, got an email that stated that you went viral. You went viral with it, Mo. She's on TikTok right now. An email that stated that up to $25,000 is going to be not taxable on the tips. I haven't gotten an email. I don't know if anyone else. Hey, Josh. If anyone else has gotten an email about it, but I think it was, her name's Kelsey. I don't know what her name is on TikTok, but apparently she got the email that says that is going to be a thing. So I haven't gotten any confirmation on that at all. But yeah, if any of y'all are in here have seen anything like that, I would like to see. I mean, it's not when you, yeah, Gabe, when you file. Yeah, you don't get like a credit in your account. Like, obviously, it's you file because you don't get any taxes taken out. Sorry, my hair is like, I just got in from mowing the lawn and it's a little damp. I know you wanted to know that. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. Like I said, I'm saying Kelsey didn't get that email, but like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything else out there. So yeah, check that out if you see anything. A couple of things I want to talk about tonight. Obviously, this is new for me, just monologuing. I do appreciate people on TikTok and YouTube. I decided to bring it to YouTube because it's a lot of times it was a lot of crickets on TikTok, and I just, you know what, it's tough to monologue by yourself without anyone commenting, stuff like that. So yeah, I wanted to talk about what are your thoughts about messaging during delivery, and a couple of things when you are slow and waiting around, or are you driving around, like kind of stuff like that. And then driver pet peeves. So there's a couple Reddit posts I want to go over. And then there's a new service out there. I saw it on Reddit. I spend so much time on Reddit and TikTok. It's kind of one of those things where my main focus is on social media for not just for gig work, but for everything. So I find a lot of stuff. And there was someone posting about, I'll give you the website so you can look it up if you want to. There's not a ton to it, but it's gigshield.org. That's always a little sus too when it's .org. So the first thing I wanted to show you is everyone's live tonight. Who else is live, Josh? So this picture, give me a second here. I got to be careful because, I'm not going to be on the show on Thursday, but you still need to show up because Larry and Gabe are running the show. I am going to a concert. Thanks, Mo, for the heart. Woo! Going to a concert Wednesday night. So anyways, here we go. Did DoorDash just start sending this message to drivers recently? God damn, I can't freaking read that. I should have kept a copy of it, but it says DoorDash support. If there's a delay, consider, basically like they may have slowed down somewhere and they're prompting you to leave to send a message to your customer, and they have prompts of like, hi, I'm still waiting for your order. Sorry, there's a long line right now, and it looks like the store is delayed. So my question to you all, and you probably know my answer or what I think, is do you send messages to your customers when you are, I got a hat and a mustache. Holy shit. Sorry. I was looking at TikTok. Mo's like spamming me. I love it. When you are doing deliveries, do you communicate with your customers? I know there's so many different opinions out there in regards to like communicating with your customer. I don't. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I talk in this show. I talk on the other show. I have a great time. I talk too much. Like the last show, I had so much fun. And I felt bad with Larry, and you guys are used to this too, but I scroll out and then I talk too much. But when it comes to like interacting with people I don't know, and you know, even though I, you know, don't, I know some of you. I mean, obviously, some of you well, actually, no one I have actually met is in the chat, except Gabe, of course. But I don't know. I just don't feel like the extra communication is worth it. But I'm beginning to think maybe it might be. Maybe it might be just I mean, I don't know. Like when everything is just normal, what else do I say? I don't know. I just think it's kind of redundant, but I would try it. This is the thing. We need more nerds that do DoorDash or gig work that can like create spreadsheets with all that stuff. Like the data is great. Like these gig apps have so much data on us, but we have none on them. So it would be cool to have some data on if that kind of connection works with people. Bubba Sue says I do message sometimes if there's delays. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I rarely run into delays. I don't know about you guys. It used to be really bad, but I feel like the apps are starting to, I would say the apps are starting to get a little better in that. But I also should preface, I don't typically dash during like busy dinner rushes. I'll do during like lunch, but I feel like it's not as crazy as dinner. But I rarely walk into a restaurant that I have to wait for. But Bubba Sue, like if you walk into Panera and it's like slow, right? But if you did have to wait, would you immediately message them, or if you just feel in your, you know, you got that internal clock that says, "Ooh, I am been here a long time," or do you base it on like all the due dates on DoorDash? Because I know you have to be there at a certain time and so on and so forth. But yeah, I would be willing to try it if it would, you know, garner me more tips, I guess. But I also don't want to be intrusive. I feel like we get so many notifications already in our life. In fact, I was just talking to my wife about it. I asked her if she had emailed somebody back that we were both in a like email exchange with, and she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because I don't get notifications because I turned those off like a year ago because I get so many notifications. It was kind of getting a little overwhelming. So yeah, I'm kind of the one that doesn't really need to know unless there's a big problem. Bubba Sue's not immediately, but if restaurant says 10 minutes, wait. Yeah, 10 minutes is quite a long time. Mo says I would wait a while, and now DoorDash is annoying. We'll ask if there's a delay at the restaurant. Well, I don't mind telling DoorDash there's a delay. Like that's just tapping a button. That's just information for them to make it more efficient, I guess. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is annoying, I guess, but to me it's, you know, I don't mind letting them know, hey, you know, this is what's going on. Plus, you know, I don't want to get in trouble either, right? So if it truly is a wait, I'm going to definitely put that on there. So one of the other things I want to talk about is and this was big when I did Uber driving, and I know Josh does. I don't know, and Gabe still does. I rarely do, like rideshare. But one of the questions was, do you all stop after each ride and wait for the next ping, or do you drive around town to certain areas? I can give you what I did. I would always, well, let me back that up. When I was driving my Honda Pilot, it got 17 miles to the gallon. So when I dropped somebody off, unless I was in like BFE, right? We all know what BFE is, right? I just want to ask if everyone knows what BFE is. I would get dropped off, drop on BFE. I would drive back to the city area. But normally, if I drive in the city, I stop and park and I would wait. Yeah, Gabe says usually I have rides in queue. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're working during a busy time, that's true. You do have a ride in queue, but let's say you didn't. Let's hypothetically back in the day when maybe it wasn't as busy, like during the day or something. I typically would just park for like 10-15 minutes and then I guess I would move. But man, that's a lot of freaking gas to just, you know, drive around. Hey, Mary, nice to see you. Mo says I live in BFE. I don't know if everyone knows what BFE is, though. First comment says 80% of the time I get my next ride before I drop off the current one, like Gabe said, but when I don't, I head towards busier areas. That's fine. I tend to do a 10 p to 3 a.m. shift on weekends at the shore, so if I have no ride, I head towards the usual bars. Depending on how busy it is, I usually get a ride right after. Well, I mean, I guess this can apply to ride or to delivery too. It doesn't just have to be rideshare, I guess. Hey, Steve, yeah, solo. Oof, tell it's not for the faint of heart. I know you've done it for a while, but trying this out this summer. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could. It applies to food delivery. Obviously, not Walmart Spark, because you're going to a Walmart. But I don't know. I don't like driving around. I think it wastes a lot. But now that I use an electric car, it's not as crucial for me. So I definitely might buzz out of the area I'm in. I mean, it's all situational, of course, right? I mean, depending on where you drop off and stuff like that. But so going back to Gabe's comment, does it really anytime you are doing rideshare, you always have one in the queue because you're driving during the day. So I would assume that it wouldn't be that busy. I know I mean, is it airport runs or what is it? I'd be curious on that. Um, yeah, he says. Yeah, good job. Yeah, that really helps. I asked like 17 questions. You still didn't comment. What's BFE? Does anyone know what BFE is? Yeah, bro, full electric for 2 years. No, not hybrid electric gas. Nope. Full electric 2023 Chevy Bolt. Yep. Lots of medical appointments. Oh, fuck. I hate those. I hate those. Medical appointments are the worst, but it's got to be done. I can't believe you didn't know that, Steve. Yep, full electric. It's been great, honestly. I never well I won't say I ever have gotten close to running out, but it cost me about $8 to fill up at night charging. So, and that's if I'm dead, like rolling in with like 10 miles left. But yeah, no, full electric. A lot of people, man, a lot of people give full electric a lot of shit, and I don't understand the hate from it. I just don't. Why would you want to pay for gas? It's so fucking expensive. And then we go back to the comment, what do you do after each stop? I mean, if you're driving a big SUV around, you're just going to dick around and drive around and just waste gas. I mean, it's asinine to me. And people just, again, they get so fussy when you're like, oh, electric cars. Like, you look at any Facebook group, somebody brings it up. I always say, oh God, get ready to get freaking lambasted. I don't understand the hate. Now, I will say, if you are in an apartment and you can't do any level 2 charging, it can be an issue. It definitely can be an issue, especially with my car. It charges very slow, and then I can only get up to like 50 kilowatts during a charge. Now, if you do a Tesla, you can get 80% in 20 minutes. So Tesla's got the market on that. Steve says, I like the hybrid gas combo where the first 50 miles are electric and charge. Yeah, honestly, those are game changers. I think when Megan is ready for a new car, we'll get it's a what is it called? A PHEV, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. I don't know. You're going gas? You're getting rid of the Tesla, Josh? Damn, bro. Yeah. Well, you don't need a level 2 charger in the 220 outlets at your home with a 50 miles. You can plug that in at night and you'll be fine. You only need 110. I mean, I guess 220 will be a little bit more efficient. But if you're only doing 50 miles, I mean, but that's great for anybody that's like a homeowner and just not doing it for gig work. I mean, you'll never use gas, right? My wife, 13 miles there, 13 miles home from work, plug it in, run a few errands, never use gas unless she's doing longer trips. So I agree. Yeah, I think the plug-in hybrid is the way to go. Yeah, dude, 110 works. Although it's so slow. Like, when I drive up to my mother-in-law's cabin, I typically, in the summer, I get a lot more range, and I'll just plug in at her house on 110. It never fully charges though. It is definitely slow, but I think it's fine for if you're only up to 50 miles there. So So going back to just wrapping up, I personally don't want to drive around a ton if I have a gas guzzler, but I wouldn't be opposed to it, with the electric car. But yeah, there are some comments here that say, about the gas. Here's some more hate. Someone's like, you've already lost if you have a car that uses gas. Someone's like, okay. And then some guys, my Prius would like a word. Enjoy being changed to the electrical grid while having half the drivable range. See, that's the kind of hate, I just don't understand it. I mean, I guess if you're friggin' doing gig work like hardcore, and I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine you going through 300 miles, roughly 300 miles in a day on gig work, but that's just me. So, all right, our favorite topic. Server error. What the fuck, Reddit? There we go. Driver pet peeves. Oh man, this is great for me. People love to give me a hard time about the things that I would get fussy about in the ride share. And one of the jokes is, no aux cord or don't touch my radio. And I actually moved a chick's hand away from my I think she was fucking with the air, maybe. I'm not sure, but this was posted 6 days ago. Of course, Reddit. Okay, what are some of y'all's major pet peeves with passengers? Not with Lyft itself, with the passenger. I suppose I can start. These are in no particular order. Being on FaceTime on a phone call with with a phone on speaker and the conversation being very loud from both parties. Blasting music from their phone through the entire trip. Begging to make additional stop outside of the one they've already made. Waiting until 4 minutes and 59 seconds to come out to the car, being rude to me like I did something. Going to a stop and a parent leaving their kids in their cars with me. I'm not a babysitter. He goes, I drive for Lyft and Uber both, and the passengers differ tremendously between the two. I prefer Uber passengers over Lyft passengers overall. I don't usually have irritation from Uber passengers. Interesting. The
Gig Economy Podcast will be back after a quick break.
Should I be excited or afraid of AI? The answer is yes. It's both.
Things are going to look so different in the next couple of years. You will not be ready for the disruptions that are going to come.
I'm Jeff Nielsen, host of Digital Disruption, the go-to podcast for technology leaders.
Our generation's conflict, I think, is going to be emotional, not economic.
The companies that are going to win are the ones that have a couple of characteristics.
Stay ahead of the curve with Digital Disruption. Available now on your favorite podcast platform.
Steve, my main issues with passengers is breathing. Yeah, please don't breathe in the Uber, please. Yeah, please don't. Stop breathing. I would say I don't mind if they're on a phone call, if they're on like business. You know what I mean? Like if you can clearly tell they're trying to get shit done, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I guess I don't have a problem with it in general. But I do have a problem with it being on speakerphone and being loud. That's annoying. Blasting music, yeah, that's annoying. Or watching a show really loud. I mean, it's 2025. Why aren't we using headphones? I don't care if they're from the dollar store. Just put fucking headphones in. What's the other ones? 4 minutes, 59 seconds. I mean, I get it. They have the whole time to use it. You know what I mean? It's annoying, but you kind of is what it is. And then leaving the kid in the car, like, yeah, no. Has it happened to me? Yes. Gabe, only pet peeve is when they tell me that they're running late to work and if I can hurry as soon as I've accepted their ride. Oh, that's not a pet peeve. That's an automatic cancel. I'm canceling. You're already a problem. I'm not going to deal with you. Going, hey Larry, going back. Ooh, what just happened? Sorry, I hit an F key. Going back to Steve, we just skipped over hybrid way too quickly, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. I mean, what am I trying to say? I know that was a long pause. Usually that's when my co-host will step in because he knows I'm on the struggle bus. What is everyone's problem with the electric vehicle? So think about yourself in your main life, and everyone's unique, right? How many times are you going to be driving over 300 miles with your personal car, like on a daily basis, like a day? Like what does 300 miles get you? How far can you go on 300 miles? Like, does that get me past what's south of Indiana? You go Michigan, Indiana. Is it Kentucky? No. Tennessee? No. Yeah, I think it's Kentucky. I mean, does that get me into Kentucky? Oh boy, here we go. Geography. I just don't understand the hate on the electric. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Okay, yes, if you do take frequent long distance trips per month, then okay, that's great. Maybe a hybrid is for you. But I just don't get the hate part of it. People just are so passionate about the electric vehicle. And I will agree with you, Steve. It was the Prius. The Prius had been around forever. And then I don't know who kind of jumped on it next. Toyota, Honda, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think hybrid is good for everybody. I just don't like the hate that electric. I mean, I don't get butthurt with it. Well, yeah, because again, electric cars and rideshare only works if you have a level 2 charger at home. If you got a charger in the day, you're absolutely right. It's not going to work for you unless you have a Tesla. Teslas charge like freaking maniacs. They're so fast. So you can't say that about Tesla, other than it being more expensive to charge at a supercharger. Oh, I got my beard trimmed today and a beard hair. So I just don't get the hate on it, but squirrel. So yeah, pet peeve. Did anyone else comment on that? Anyone on TikTok? No. Jason passengers like to be on speaker just to wreck your day. People are acceptable collateral. It's just fucking rude. It's just rude. I don't need to hear it. The other person probably doesn't know that you're on speaker. You could be saying some things that are, inappropriate. But all right. Okay, last thing. I want you to go to www. I'm a fucking idiot. What am I, boomer? Go to gigshield.org. Again, hello. I found this on Reddit. So it's very vague, but I wondered if you would be interested in something like this. Gig Shield, spend less on what you're already doing. We're here to keep drivers moving, smarter, cheaper, and stress-free. Gig driving can be unpredictable. Maintenance costs pile up. Unexpected repairs hit hard, and staying on the road means staying ahead. That's where we come in. We built this platform with one mission: to give drivers the power to protect their income with real support. So this is what they offer. Flexible monthly plans that turn your vehicle expenses into predictable points. Okay. Access to discounted services like oil change, tire rotations, and inspections, paid with points, not cash. A simple app experience built around what drivers actually need. QR code for instant service at trusted local auto shops. No haggling, no stress. So just one plan, one price, and one goal: keep you earning. No more overpriced repairs. No more scrambling when something breaks. So that's about it on their page. Okay, so if you go to their service, so they've updated this since I've been here. So it goes on a point system, right? So if you get an oil change, you get 40 points, tire rotation 20 points. So they're basically, you build up points, and then interesting. And then when you need to get another oil change, you have points to pay for. But like, what is the monthly? Oh, okay. Yeah, they've definitely oh shit, they got prices now. Oh, okay. This is a lot more sorry about that. I should have I should have looked at it before. It was so basic when I found this a couple weeks ago, but I'll just go over to the real quick. So like the saver plan is $60 a month, $60 a month. Jesus Christ. You get 60 points every month. Ideal. Oh, I see. So you get a certain amount of points. So it's $1 a point. Interesting. $1 a point. Sorry, I'm slowing down here because I'm Oh, okay. So let's say you get it's $60 a month. This is the saver plan, right? You get 60 points. You go get an oil change, it costs 40 points. So you have 20 points left. And then a tire rotation is 30. But that would be over your points. But if you don't need any of that, you save your points and stack them up. It's flexible. So you could go for 2 months and then have 120 points. I mean, Steve says no. Does that sound horrible? I don't think it sounds that bad. I mean, I would have to spend more time, you know. I mean, obviously, it's not for me, right? I have an electric car. There's literally no maintenance other than tires. So it wouldn't be for me, but once your shop network is finalized, you'll get early access to subscribe and redeem your first service. Interesting. So you can reserve. So this isn't live yet. I don't think. They're trying to get people to sign up or something. So you reserve it, and then what do you do? Okay. Yeah. I guess they're just trying to get you to reserve it. It's not going to cost anything. Pete, fuck you. Fuck you. Does it sound scammy? What sounds scammy about it? I don't know. I mean, it's definitely something new. The $100 one is great for steady gig drivers who drive 1,000 to 2,000 miles per month. Most drivers save 20 to 40% compared to paying cash at shops. I don't know. I think I'd like to interview them and see what they think. I mean, it all sounds scammy, right? Because it's like a different thing. You know what I mean? Anything that's different that we're not used to immediately comes out as scammy. I mean, even the AI thing, I didn't jump on the AI thing right away, and now I'm full bore on it. Honestly, I got to thank Faith for that because I chat GPT shit all the time. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to reach out to them, maybe if they're willing to come on for an interview, because I think that would be cool. Although I just see interested in joining, we're currently enrolling drivers in Dade County for early access. Okay, so this is how can you be so local though? You can't do that. You're never going to survive if you do it that way. But I'd be interested to talk to them to see if it's not scammy, as Bubba Sue sounds. Anyways. Well, I hope you got some enjoyment out of this, except Pete, don't like you. I'm just trying to do a little bit different than just news, right? Just kind of talking about stuff, what y'all's opinion on, what my opinion on it is. If you ever see anything out in the world like that gig app, what is it called? Gig Shield or anything new that you definitely want to talk about or whatever, just shoot me a text, tag me on TikTok, whatever it is. Definitely always looking for content for both shows actually. So just a reminder, know me on Wednesday, so Pete will be there. I'm going to a concert. I'm really looking forward to it in Detroit. So I'll be in the D, rocking out to some metalcore. So I'm really looking forward to that. So it's all set up. Hopefully Larry doesn't fuck it up. Just kidding. I'm meeting with Larry right after this to make sure he does it okay. But appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, as always, go fuck yourself. No, I'm just totally kidding. I don't have a sign off for this show. I don't have a sign off. It's only episode 3. I got some music, but appreciate you guys. Your support means a lot. Peace out.